Welcome everyone to a Division B game between Boogan Forever and Legal. I am your caster for this evening, Viper, and we are going to be going into Dragonshire just shortly, just the lobbies being set up. Let's go ahead and have an overview to see how we got here. You can see here that Boogans has map pick, so they decided to go with Dragonshire. Map bans have been Alterac Pass and Braxis Holdout by Legal, and then we are not going to be going to Tomb of the Spider Queen or BOE because Boogan says no. We are just loading in here once again. Dragonshire, a fantastic map. I absolutely love this map for the priority on soul lane as well as the rotation between bottom and mid, as well as camp prioritization. Very interesting to see how these two teams are going to match up. If you guys saw at the beginning ticker there, this is the 4th place and 5th place team playing out today. The winner of this will be moving up to top 3, I believe. Could even be number 1 with a domination here. So it'd be interesting to see who pulls ahead. As always, casters always love 3-game series, so let's hope we get 3 games. I'm just going to let everyone know that the caster is ready. In case they want to start, they don't have to wait on me. As I said, this is a matchup between the 4th and 5th place teams. I really like to see a Yrel or Rexar here. Rexar is one of those stable heroes, always being here forever, as you can put Misha on the point, Rexar in lane, and you get to control the point and soak, making the enemy team choose one or the other. I really want to see what kind of strategies these teams deploy. Global's also another very good strategy to go with this map, as you do get to see some good gank opportunities if the soul lane pushes up a little bit too much. Looks like we're about ready to jump right into the draft here, so let's go ahead and do that. Since Boogans Forever did get the map pick, look, it will be Legal getting the first ban here. So let's see, what are they going to prioritize? Just as a reminder, Diva, Gazlo, and May are all viable for this season. And looks like they are going to be going with a Anna ban first. So Anna not going to be able to play here today. No Nano Boost, no Eye of Horus. And Sylvanas is also not going to be able to play on Dragonshire. Sylvanas being able to push a lane with her trait, with the help of a DK, can easily get a fort or keep if left unattended. So she's not going to be here. And then Orphea. Orphea is gone. No Crushing Jaws. That is interesting. Alright. This could be a targeted ban here. I said Rexar is a map ban, so let's see if Boogan decides to take that out. No, they're going to go with a Tassadar. So a little concentration here on the mages. The mages are very strong at this stage. Let's see what kind of pick we're going to go with, and there it is. That's the Rexar I was talking about earlier, to be played by H2O. Very nice. How are we going to respond? See. And they are going to go with a May and Chromie. May and Chromie very strong. May being able to freeze people, and Chromie just blowing them up, because that's what Chromie does. An ETC has been in response, and Greymane, so caution picking up the ETC there, and then Frag Stellar is going to be picking up the Greymane. Excellent, good pickup here. Greymane giving them plenty of wave clear as well as that camp control that I was alluding to earlier. How's Boogan going to respond with the draft so far? What are they going to ban out? They're going to ban out the Junkrat. Junkrat giving plenty of map control on this map, as he does have the traps and bombs to control that bottom or top shrines very easily, but he's not going to be able to play today. Now, with the Chromie and a May, an auto attacker would be an interesting ban here. I think maybe a Rainer ban. Rainer ban would not be the worst thing, but they're going with the Imperious. They're going to try to win out that solo lane a little bit more. Imperious being banned out. Looks like Thundercats is going to be on the Brightwing. And so that's that global we were mentioning earlier. Being able to go into that solo lane whenever they need help to try to take down that Rexar. Rexar's going to have to be very weary of that during their play. And going with a Lunara. Lunara does give that camp control after level 4, as well as pushing control after level 4. But not much kill pressure, but good thing they have a Chromie that can do 1,000 damage in 2 shots. Let's see what DB Smiley and Kobo are going to pick up to round out our draft here. DB Smiley going with the Stukov. And the Jaina following it up. That's an Mosh Jaina combo, can do lots and lots of damage. I like it a lot. And looks like we're going to be going with a Samuro here from Tom Peace to finish off the draft. That will be a Samuro in the solo lane. Gonna be making Rexar's life a little bit difficult. It'll be interesting to see how that matchup is going to go and how they're going to respond. So let's get ready to get into this. Let's see how these two teams are gonna match up. Alright, we're in the game now. Go ahead. There we go. So we do have Bummernot on the May, Camp Bellas on the Lunara, Non-Champion on the Chromie, Thundercats on the Brightwing, and in the solo lane, Tom Peace on Samuro. Over here on the legal side, we have Kobo playing the Jaina, DB Smiley on the Samuro, H2O on the Rexar. Then we have Frog Stellar, that's it, on the Greymane, and Cothin on the ETC. Let's pull up our level 1 talents here. We do see May holding off on that, trying to figure out what she wants to pick up here. We already saw that the Chromie is starting to shell a little bit of damage. Samuro up in the top lane, waiting for that. That is the perfect stun onto that May, not allowing her to get her trade out. And first kill going over to Legal. That was very quick. Good thing May will be back in 1 second's time. That was really well done. Great silence there by DB Smiley. Good stun lock combination by Legal to ensure that kill. And there's that wave clear advantage by the Jaina and Greymane, allowing them to get that map control, get that pressure up, so that really Boogan is going to be on the back foot here, trying to catch up. And they already have their camp out, while Boogan is just starting theirs. So very well done. I like the rotation so far. And we do see Greymane capturing the mid soak, and the Legal pushing down bottom lane. Does look like the Boogan's going to get there right before the siege camp does any kind of damage. However, Legal has already captured both shrines and are putting pressure onto the middle lane here, and it looks like it was taken back by Samuro. Well done. Boogan is looking to take down the bottom one as well to alleviate the pressure in mid lane. However, now Greymane is there by himself, getting free push, free XP. We already see a half level advantage by Legal here to try to do the Grey Mane being left alone, and as well as having that rotational advantage in the beginning. At level 4, we do see Nature's Culling being pulled up, so pretty standard. And we actually see a Q build by the Chromie. Interesting to note there. Usually it's been a W build for a while, but they're doing very well with it so far at 14 stacks. And we do see Prog Rock by the ETC, and then Fingers of Frost by Jaina. So we'll see. Keep it interesting when they're going to be completing their quest. You'll see that Jaina's damage quest is also moving along quite nicely. We have a Brightwing teleporting in onto the Mei to keep her alive. Chromie is rotating mid lane to get that soak. And we have Grey Mane coming bottom. Great cocktail, they'll get in the 2 heroes. Brightwing will eventually heal that up. And do we see the Samuro going to be able to take top back? Not quite yet. However, Chromie has the wave pushed up, so it does have a little bit of vision advantage here. Is she going to get the interrupt? She should be able to. Not a problem whatsoever. That is 2 people in the mid lane, so they aren't going to be able to catch it just yet. And there goes the Misha. Misha has been taken down. That is a quarter death, I think. And away goes the Brightwing down to the bottom lane. Are they going to be able to get a kill onto that Jaina? They are. Just caught that in the nick of time. Looks like it was a great polymorph in. Getting that kill, getting a little bit of that pressure back, and that was down 7. So well done, very important there. Are they going to be able to get this Dragon Knight? No, DB Smiley comes in just in the nick of time to get that interrupt. The Grey Mane might be caught out a little bit here, does dodge that W damage of the Chromie. Chromie now at 17 stacks. Still working away on that. We have Quicksilver Bullets by the Grey Mane, so he does have a little bit longer range on his auto attacks while he's in human form. Looks like we did lose out, or the Boogan did lose out onto the bottom shrine. That means that there's pressure up here in the mid lane. Let's go ahead and have a look at our damage numbers. Siege damage is being controlled here by the Chromie, but hero damage by the Samurai, beaten up on that Misha. And look at that damage onto the Jaina there. Lots of damage, even without the W build. That is a lot of damage on to the Jaina. Jaina does get healed up by the Stukov here, so not that bad. And we do have a flanking Lunara onto that Jaina. Jaina having to be dodging out that stun. Are we going to have any follow-up damage? No, looks like the EDC has zoned them out. Jaina gonna have to step back, lick her wounds a little bit, and get ready to re-engage. We do see Legal taking the camp once again, and no one's taking the camp on Boogan's side. I would like to see Boogan take their Bruiser camp, as Rexar does have a very difficult time clearing up the Bruiser camp. So if they could afford it, maybe rotate one over, get that camp, and have a little bit of pressure relief in the top lane. Although Samurai does seem to be doing just fine there. Let's go ahead and have a look at the stats here. Looks like somehow the Chromie is cheating and already has a level 10, even though everyone's only level 9. How is that possible? I do not know. Looks like the ETC was able to capture the bottom lane, while the Samurai is slowly capturing the top back, and there's 4 people in the mid lane, so no one is going to be capturing this just yet. The Chromie going a little bit too forward and getting bursted a little bit there by the Jaina. However, we have a flanking Brightwing, and are we going to be able to get a kill there? Not quite. There's the cleanse, there's the ETC mosh onto the Brightwing, nothing to do but get a counter kill there by the Chromie. Well done. She's almost out of mana, so she might have to go back very, very shortly. Let's go back to level our talents here and see what we picked up. We do see the Blade Storm, Leaping Strike. We do see the Avalanche, Blink Heal, and Temporal Loop. And Timeout has now been chosen by the Chromie, so if she gets in any kind of damage, she can just go into her little cubbyhole and be fine. We do see the Unleash the Boars, Massive Shove, Bring of Frost, Mosh Pit, and Go for the Throat. So it looks like it's going to be a big blow-up composition here by Legal onto Boogan. Boogan is going to have to be very, very careful here. Everyone's going to have to be using their cleanse almost perfectly to be able to get out and scot-free. It looks like the Brightwing is rotating bottom to recapture that shrine. Once she does that, she will be able to teleport back in, so it will not be a 4v3 here for long. Up here on the top lane, you see both Misha and Rex are trying to take this point back. Are we going to be able to get any kind of pressure here onto the shrine capture? Looks like the Mei does get taken down right when Brightwing goes through. So that is a 2-4-0 in the middle lane. Looks like the healing was just not quite there enough. Are we going to see a W? No, that's a great cleanse there by the Chromie. And the ETC making out with 450 health. You do see DB Smiley on the Stukov taking back the bottom shrine, allowing them to get that pressure. Are we going to see any kind of rotation in the top lane? We do see the Unleash Boars going out, and great cleanse there by the Samuro. However, him leaving does give up the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight's going to be pushing down the bottom lane. They already have the Stukov and the Greymane softening up here. Greymane has great siege damage potential. And do we see the Avalanche? We do not. Looks like the ETC almost was taken down there, but not quite yet. We do have the level 13s for Legal. They are going to be able to push that advantage very well with the Dragon Knight here. We do see the reaction, the root on the Stukov. We have the aspect of the Hawk, Stormfront, Encore, and On the Prowl. Remember, Encore does give the CDR now every time you hit a W per hero. So it'll be interesting to see how often they're going to be able to get that and how often they can use their Mosh Pit. Mosh Pit, definitely one of those ultimates that really changes the entire outcome of the match. So that CDR will make a big difference as we get later into this game. Chromie done her level 1 now, does have that extra damage, will be able to put down as much damage as she wants. There is a cleanse out there by the Jaina. That means that at 1430, the Jaina's cleanse will be back up. It will be interesting to see how they're going to do that. Look at that stun root combo onto the Mei. They've caught her there twice now. That is the Lunar being taken out. But they've caught her in that stun root combo with the silence underneath it several times now, so she wasn't able to pop her trait to keep herself alive. But she was able to get out of there with the help of Brightwing. However, Lunara paid the ultimate price for that, and looks like they are pushing in onto this bottom lane. However, the minions have been cleared out. Now they're taking a little bit of tower shots, but making out just fine and keeping that pressure on. Down here in the mid lane, you do see that these two waves are just clashing, not getting any kind of damage. Brightwing checking to see if they're taking bottom. They are not. And both teams are going to go ahead and take out their siege camps right away. Still, no one has taken Bruiser camp on either side. As I mentioned, I would like to see them take that, as it would create a lot of pressure in the top lane. However, these this mid the 4-man, the mid bottom lane, has been so highly contested, it would be a big risk to move anyone there. Just as I say that, look at that. They'd go ahead and take the Bruiser camp. That is going to be an uncontested Bruiser camp in the top lane. However, Mei has rotated up. Is they going to be able to get that kill? They are not. There goes the Misha. Are they going to be able to get at least a Misha kill? Does not look like that as well. And that is going to be a dead Mei. Great route there by the Jaina, followed by the silence by the GB Smiley on the Stukov. Once again, getting that Mei. And are we going to see a kill there onto the ETC perhaps? But that is a go for the throat by Greymane, getting a very, very low. Stukov is coming in to heal up both the ETC and the Greymane. Everyone is looking fine and healthy. No one's here to contest the middle lane, as 2 is down, the Mei and the Chromie. And DV Smiley is going to go ahead and take this for Legal. Are they going to go ahead and pushing down the bottom lane and maybe getting that fort? And looks like the top fort has gone down to the Jaina Rexar. Middle fort is about to fall as well. And Mei using her unstoppable, thinking that the boot was on her, but it was actually on to the Lunara. That is the middle fort going down. Bottom fort just right behind it, as the Greymane ETC was able to do that all by themselves. And that is the Mei getting booted out. Chromie sitting here shelling out that damage, doing what she can. 41,000 there by the Samuro, and now 41,000 by the Chromie. We do see that the Chromie was able to get that kill in the on to that Jaina. Jaina did not have her ice block yet and did not have her cleanse, so was not able to get out of there. The healer was in the Dragonite, so no last minute healings as well. However, while that was going on, the Greymane did take out that Brightwing and immediately goes ahead and takes out that Chromie as well. Greymane doing a lot of damage here, really getting that pressure, those kills that they desperately need to get that advantage. However, while all this is going on, the Samuro was free pushing the top lane and is about to even out the top lane as well. We do see Legal rotating in to take this Bruiser camp, to take that away from Boogan and maybe push it to the top lane. ETC Amnesia doing great job zoning. As Chromie is still down for another 9 seconds. There's nothing much Boogan can do about that and just has to clear it out when they can. They are taking away this siege camp as well from Boogan. Boogan is just doing the smart thing, sitting back, cleaning up all these camps, and probably thinking about getting to level 20 as quick as possible. Level 20 is about to be achieved by Legal. Looks like they are just taking everything on the map. Greymane taking this top, the siege camp, and we have Stukov and the Jaina taking this bottom siege camp. ETC right there, providing a little bit of vision and a little bit of zoning potential. And now we have two camps pushing down the bottom lane into an open core. However, I don't think they'll be able to make a core call just yet unless they get a couple kills here. Let's see the ETCs stick up a little bit, see if they can't get a kill. We do have Rexar in the middle lane and Brightwing in the top lane trying to get that XP. Level 20 has been achieved. We got Kill Command, Tap Off, Deep Chill, Tour Bust, and Hunter's Blunderbuss. That is the Samuro going in, getting a little bit of damage there onto that Greymane and then backing away. Looks like they are just going to settle for the Dragonite. Dragonite is up in 5 seconds. Let's see where Rexar is going to be rotating to. We do see Samuro matching that right now. Stukov in the vision. They are going for a quick cap. ETC's taking bottom. We do see top about to be taken. Samuro was going to contest it. Looks like they are not going to be able to contest that at all. And that is going to be another dead Mei unless we get a... Nope. I was going to say unless we get a teleport by Brightwing. That is another dead Mei once again. She went for the interrupt. Had to use her, unstoppable. And looks like the ETC just moshed her, and Smiley put the silence underneath her as well. There's really nothing much Mei could have done there. And it looks like it's going to be a core push. Looking at the Chromie, try to get as much damage as possible onto this Dragonite. Dragonite is already at 48%, and the shields are now down. I'm going to go ahead and punt away the Brightwing, and there goes the Dragonite. However, it is certainly a GG as the core has fallen. Well done, very clean there by Legal. They had that rotational advantage from the beginning, never really let up. Well done. That was a very difficult match for Boogan. They did do very well. However, Legal was able to edge them out there with their map control. So well done by both teams. Let's have a look at the stats here today. Let's see. First, make sure we go ahead and that. Yeah, there we go. We do see Chromie at 60,959 damage to Greymane's 41,000. We do see that the siege damage by the Greymane at 129,000, Samuro's from 124. So that any kind of time they left Greymane alone. He was pushing in the lane, especially in the middle lane there. So well done by the Greymane. Any other stats here that stands out? 56,000 healing by the Stuka up to 39,000 by the Brightwing. Although it was kind of difficult for the Brightwing as they were behind for most of the game, so hard to get that healing numbers up. But it was well mitigated by Legal as well. Self-healing, the ETC 30,000, Maze 13,000, Rexar's 25,000. So if you look at the overall healing numbers, it just wasn't even close. The sustainability just wasn't quite there. 4 kills to 11 also tells a story. Samro, though, getting top XP, trying to keep his teammates in it at 17,012. Let's go ahead and see where we are at for the second map here. While we wait, let's go ahead and take a short little break.
We live in a vast and beautiful world. If we don't fight for it, who will? Come on, Snowball. It's time to get started.
Mei Ling Zhao is a world-renowned climatologist who was forced to enter cryostasis when a massive ice storm struck her Antarctic research station. She awoke 9 years later as the only survivor of her team. Ever optimistic and determined to fight for a better future, Mei became one of the first agents to answer the call and rejoin Overwatch. Having discovered the Nexus, Mei now battles to protect her friends from bullies of all species and origins. Mei is a hardy tank who deploys climate manipulation technology to slow and disrupt her opponents. Durable and mobile, with frigid crowd control abilities, Mei is as comfortable diving into the enemy's back line as she is protecting her own team. Mei's first ability, Snowblind, flings a snowball that damages, slows, and blinds all enemies in the impact area.
I hate bullies.
With Blizzard, Mei calls on her robotic companion Snowball to generate a fierce snowstorm that damages and slows enemies in a target area.
Great work, Snowball.
When Blizzard ends, enemies in the area of effect are stunned and take an additional burst of damage. Mei's icing ability coats her boots in frost, allowing her to skate across the battleground at high speed. When icing ends, frost explodes outward, knocking back, slowing, and damaging nearby enemies. Mei's activatable trait Cryo Freeze encases her in ice, restoring health, granting shields, and making her unstoppable for the duration. Perfect for surviving any onslaught.
Cold as ice.
Mei's first heroic ability, Avalanche, creates a massive snowball that rumbles across the battleground, consuming every enemy hero it touches. The ball explodes at the end of its path, dealing damage and stunning any heroes trapped inside. Mei's second heroic ability, Ice Wall, raises a towering wall that blocks movement and traps any enemies unlucky enough to find themselves inside. After a short duration, the wall explodes, slowing all affected enemies.
Got you. Yay!
Bundle up, heroes. There's a polar storm entering the Nexus, and her name is Mei. Her combination of high mobility, crowd control skill shots, and blockbuster heroic abilities make her a breath of fresh Antarctic air. Mei might just be the coolest hero yet.
Alright, looks like we are going to Volskaya Foundry here on the second map. Looks like it was taken by I'm guessing, yeah, it looks like it was taken by Boogan. I know that I'm ready. And yeah, okay. Alright, looks like everyone's ready. Let's go ahead and off and Volskaya Foundry. Volskaya Foundry, it'll be interesting to see what yeah. That perfect. Be interesting to see what teams prioritize what here. as it does. As the fortification camps and the healing camps are very important to control on this map. It's very important that they go ahead and take that as soon as they possibly can at the 1 minute mark, just so you can have a second turret coming on to the first objective. Looks like Legal is going with the Ana ban once again. Alright, so that must be a targeted ban on to Boogan. Very interesting. Maybe Thundercats is a very good Ana player. Possible. Looks like the Sylvanas has been banned out, so they banned out Sylvanas in Dragonshire. But however, Sylvanas also empowers those fortification camps so they can do more damage. So very good to ban her once again. And looks like they banned out Orpheus, so same 2 bans there by Legal. And the respect ban on the Stukov. They didn't like that silence that DB Smiley was putting out there. And Legal going ahead and taking away that Chromie from non-champion. Did not like how much damage she was putting out. They're going to go ahead and take her themselves. Boogan, how are they going to respond to this? Are they going to go with the similar strategy of a Grey Mane? Nope, going with the Imperious here. Imperious on Volskaya Foundry, very good in the secondary front line and getting great damage in. And going with a Deckard Kane here by Thundercats. Deckard, great zone control as well as getting set up for objectives, as you can lay down healing pods so your team can go ahead and pick them up whenever they can. Looks like we're going with a Diva and ETC once again, so there we go. We get to see the Diva from H2O. Very interesting to see what how she's going to play it. If they're going to be able to get a good defense matrix, or if they are going to use a fantastic bomb. I'll be hoping for an ETC Mosh with a bomb. That'd be very interesting. Looks like the Greymane being banned out here. They did ban out Junkrat in the first match. Looks like they're going with the Greymane ban here. So Frag Stellar not going to be able to play Greymane 2 games in a row. They were very dominant on that. So I do like that ban by Boogan. How's Legal going to respond? What are they going to get rid of? Are they going to do a tank choke? They are. No Diablo for Boogan. Boogan now going to follow up with their 2 more picks here. Are they going to go with the front line now? Or are they going to hold off on it? I would assume that they're going to use their secondary damage dealer as their flex pick. So what are they going to go with? What tanks are still left? No, they are going to use their tank as their final pick, going with the Rainer and the Tassadar. They actually banned out Tassadar on the first map, so going with Tassadar on this map, maybe they know that how strong he is, perhaps. But against a Chromie, it is going to be very difficult. DB Smiley going with the Anduin, and we do see a Zul'jin here by Frag Stellar. Zul'jin does stack incredibly well off of the Protector if they ever lose it. And does give them that late game pressure. If you don't keep him under wraps, he does start hurting like a truck later in the game. So let's see, how are they going to respond to that? Johanna is still available, who does have a blind, and there it is. Johanna gonna be picked up for the blind. Does have her unstoppable on her trait, just like May did. However, there's no silence for Legal this time to interrupt the trait being used. It'll be interesting to see how Boogan responds, and it'll be interesting how Legal is going to keep that pressure up, keep that win streak going. Overall, the 2 drafts here, I like them both. Both of them have fairly similar, very similar looks to them. Both of them have strong auto attackers. Both of them has the secondary front line with good damage. Both of them have very good healers. It'll really be coming down to how they play the game. Looks like we are ready to jump right into it. And let's see here. We do have Camp Bellas on the Rainer, Bummerknot on the Johanna, Tompiece on to the Imperious, Thundercats on the Deckard, and Non-Champion on the Tastar. That is Boogan Forever. Over here for Legal, we have Coffin on the ETC, Fragstellar onto the Zul'jin, Kobo on the Chromie, DB Smiley playing Anduin, and H2O playing the Diva. Let's see what they're going to do here on level 1. Zul'jin's looking to get as many stacks as possible. He did go with the Bone Slicer at level 1, so he's going to be hitting auto attacks very, very hard. And Chromie did go with the W build, so we do see a difference here between the two teams. One went Q, one went W. Let's see what we're going to be able to get here. Sapphire being picked up by the Deckard. And we do have Burn the Impure by the ETC, or by the Imperious, and looks like Prog Rock by ETC. So not going with the block party against the Rainer and the Imperious. Interesting to see. The Tasser does kind of rip through it a little bit quick, so. Just the teams rotating here. Camp's about to be up in 4 seconds. Are we going to see an immediate rotation? We do see the Imperious looking for a stun onto that Chromie and does get it, but the DB Smiley was there to heal up immediately. DB Smiley rotating in onto that fortification camp, and we do see the Rainer and the Deckard getting the fortification camp top lane. Is just being cleared up by both teams. Slight rotational advantage by the Johanna Tassadar. Johanna is one of the better wave clear tanks, and Tassadar also having that fantastic wave clear. Deckard going back for the mana, and it looks like these two soul laners are just doing what the soul laners do, trying not to die, trying to get as much soak and zoning each other off as best as possible. Looks like the teams are posturing around the support camp, but not quite starting it. 3 stacks on the Zul'jin's base quest. That is 15 auto attacks onto the enemy team. And we do have 5 stacks of deep breathing by the Chromie. The ETC going to try to slow down the rotations. Looks like we do have electric fence here by Tassadar. And Decker's still waiting on his level 4, going with the Ruby. Very, very nice. So every once in a while, you're going to see a massive heal out of the Deckards. That's once every 20 seconds. The Diva a little bit low on health. She did go with liquid cooling, so it does have the ability to get her well at any time, and it's a reduced cooldown to 50 seconds. Both teams taking their siege camps almost at the exact same time. And we got 15 seconds left until the objective is opt. You see baby Diva in here, the bottom lane, just clearing up, getting that damage in, trying to get her mech back. Great stun there by Tompiece, making Diva back up. But Diva now has her mech, so she will be able to get back into it, and she does. Legal is the first one onto the point. They do have a slight level advantage, about half a level. But that should be made up here with this wave. They are starting channel already at 12%. And the Johanna just peeking out, and we do see Legal being very aggressive here, taking this support camp. It is being called out by Boogan. Boogan does go in. You do see the rubies there. But as this is going on, the Zul'jin just hitting everything he has onto this Imperious. And that is the bomb killing that Johanna. Well done. Good bomb placement, thus securing them that support camp. This should also get them a great amount of charge onto this objective. However, good to note that the siege camp is pushing, and there is the Diva. So this is a 4v4 if they pressure it right now. There's a Ducey Diva top, but they don't have their tank, and the secondary tank is clearing bottom lane. Both teams taking their turret camps immediately here. So 2 turrets, but the healing camp is going to be in the advantage of Legal. Here we do see ETC getting damage. Is he about to go down? Almost. Great pull there by the Anduin and Root to follow up. So no chasing there by Boogan, but Imperius getting another great Celestial charge, but now is in a lot of damage. That slowing sands there by the Chromie doing fantastic work, being able to slow down and zone out the zone out Boogan. This should be the objective going over to Legal. Legal is also a full level ahead, getting ready to get to level 10. They have 2 kills to none. Are they going to be pushing top lane? Or are they going to go right to mid? Mid is already slightly damaged, so they will be able to take this front wall down without any problems. There it is. And they're slowly rotating up to the top lane. They are going to be trying to get this well. That is their main objective here, as it will give them an advantage over on the next objective, which will be top right here. We do see Raynor just throwing in the damage, trying to take down this Protector. Protector is now at 37% health, and level 10 is achieved by Legal. Looks like we've gone with the Micro Missiles, Light Bomb, Slowing Sands has already been there, Mosh Pit, and Taz Dingo. Very nicely done by Legal to get level 10 first. However, level 10 is just around the corner for Boogan. Be interesting to see what they are going to be picking up here. 75 stacks on that Tastar. Tastar, once they complete their stacking quest, they're going to start hurting very, very much, especially against this Diva ETC. Micro Missiles being used there to try to get a little bit of damage onto the mid heap, or mid fort, sorry. And you did see there the Tastar, as soon as you use a Q, the Chromie using her W onto that Tastar, ensuring that they get as maximum amount of damage. We have Frag Stellar and DB Smiley going ahead and taking their healing, or the fortification camp, right away. And they do see that the Tassadar and the Raynor were top lane, so are they going to rotate for an aggressive move onto their fortification camp? Does not look like it. Looks like they're just going to be pushing down mid lane. However, Tassadar and Johanna are here. We do see the Angelic Armaments, the Hyperion, Blessed Shield, Stay a While Listen, and Black Hole being used, are being picked up here. A great... Wow, that is a great stun there by the Imperius, and they were able to kill the Zul'jin before he was even down on the ground to use his Taz Dingo. Very well done. And that is a Light Bomb Diva combo. Tom Piece, is he about to fall? Looks like it. That damage there by the Chromie, and the Diva was able to follow up. That is a great route there by the Decker to try to keep people alive. It is a 4v4. Zul'jin is back rotating in. We still have 13 seconds left on to the Imperius. Prog is now completed by the ETC, and everyone's backing up, taking their siege camp right now, and taking the fortification camp. Remember that Legal did take the fortification camp a while ago, so it'll be up in a minute 10, whereas Boogan is just about to take it, and it'll be up in 2.5 minutes. Everyone is just stabilizing here, looking at the minimap, posturing around the healing camp. Legal clearing up that mid wave, getting more pressure onto this mid fort. The Raynor and the Deckard are taking the siege camp. And look at that, they're doing an excellent macro job. They do have level 13, so Boogan is going to have to be very weary about engaging onto this. Another great route there by the Deckard. Almost level 13 has been achieved. That's another stack there by the Tastar. However, Chromie was able to take care of that fort. So no fort for the Boogan in top lane while the next objective is going to come up. That was a great advantage by Legal. But as you can see here, everyone's posturing for this healing camp, as that's the next thing there. But look at this, D.Va pushing down the bottom lane, and we do have Tom Peace on the Imperius in the top lane. Great stun, great great stun by both teams. The Imperius was going there for another follow-up stun onto the Blessed Shield there by the Jaina. However, the ETC was able to W and push them back. Still, 3 kills to none. Fantastic win. Well done. That was a great turnaround. That's exactly what they needed right in that perfect moment to get them back into this game, get some pressure away from this top lane, and they go ahead and take the fortification camp immediately. And now they are going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4 item advantage to, I believe, 4 to none items. So it's almost a guaranteed objective over to Boogan. What are they going to be doing with it if they are able to get it? Remember, the ETC did not use his Mosh Pit, so Mosh Pit is still up. They do have a couple interrupts for Mosh Pit. We do have the Black Hole, which is up in 5 seconds. Stay a while less, it's up in 4 seconds. They are backing away, waiting for their ultimates to come back off of cooldown before they re-engage here. Remember, they still have that item advantage. Level 13s having picked up Ancient Blessings by the Deckard Cain. They're taking another item. That would be their 5th item. Who needs it? That would be the Tassadar. 43% on the objective to 77%. So this next fight shall dictate who gets this objective, if they can make it onto it. They are being zoned out a little bit here by the ETC, by the Chromie. It is going to be coming to it. They should be able to make it, although the Johanna might be out a little bit. Level 16 is almost achieved by both teams. There's 1 item being used. There's 2 items being used. And the level 16s have been achieved. They need to be able to respond to the 16 advantage. They need to take advantage of this. And looks like everyone's just backing up a little bit. Johanna might be taken down here. Not quite there. She is taken down. And the ETC does make it out. The D.Va mech is back up. Another item being used. That's all items out. And the D.Va using her unstoppable, getting out of there. But as I said, the Zul'jin is starting to hurt a lot. The Chromie is starting to hurt a lot. But that is the Zul'jin being taken down. But the objective is still taken by Legal, as Boogan was not able to get back onto it, as Tom Peace had to back away. They did not have a front line, as Johanna was dead. Tom Peace had to walk away. That is very, very close, but still being able to live. Mid fort is taken down by the Protector. That is the ETC and Chromie in the Protector. So that is going to have the top and middle pressure while this next objective is going to be coming on. Level 16 is achieved by both teams. And we do see an engage. Great stun there on the Tassadar. Tassadar following up with a little bit of damage. 145 stacks of the 200. So almost completed that. They are going to start to do a lot of damage. 150 now. Just another 10 more hits with their Q, and that would be a quest complete. We do see the quest complete there by the Chromie, and 17 stacks on the Zul'jin. That does mean that he has the extra range and a couple more hits. By that I mean what was it, 5 times 13, so that's 65 more auto attacks onto heroes. Zul'jin is going to have the double wielding axes. Very important. That's a good power spike for him as well. Looking at our level 16 talents, nothing here is really too out of the ordinary. We do see Scroll of the Stone Curse by the Deckard, so we might see a little bit of burst damage from him. Looks like they were trying to take these the healing camp, however, the support camp, sorry, but was not able to, and it might be a 5v5 brawl here. The camp is, or the bomb is not done by the D.Va just yet. Great black hole by the tasks are keeping the ETC away, and well done there by Tompies with using his angelic armaments, killing off that diva. That's a full death by the diva. That's 45 seconds that they have. They are now pushing in top lane, trying to equalize this top lane, as the next objective is going to be all the way bot lane. You want to alleviate this pressure in top lane so you don't have to worry about that while you're fighting over the objective. However, looks like the Johanna is taking a lot of damage. She's at 46%, is dead by that Anduin. You can see here Anduin using the moral compass. So the divine, you saw there, the W did hit her, but then at the very end, those basic auto attacks finish her off. Great amount of damage there, and does have the renew. So anytime you damage someone, the next healing does increase over time. And with that advantage on the Johanna, they are going to go ahead and take this siege camp and go ahead and push in top lane with a double siege camp. The momentum swings in this is just going back and forth. Very, very interesting by both teams. Both of them obviously very skilled. They know how they're playing each other, and looks like they are playing their hearts out. The damage there by the Chromie, having to making the Deckard and the Rainer back up a little bit. This is the just the top. They're settling for the top wall here and backing away, leaving that open for the wave to eventually take the keep if they're not if Boogan is not defending it. And now we do see 30 seconds remaining on to the objective. This fortification camp is now up, and looks like the Boogan's fortification camp is up. However, Boogan does not have level 20, therefore they are going to have to give this up. We do see Ambulant Armor by the Diva. We do see Glyph of Faith by the Anduin, Piercing Sands, Death Metal, and the Forest Medicine by Legal. So now the item advantage is going to be over into Legal's hands this round. However, the item advantage was in Boogan's last time, and it didn't help them out as they still lost the objective. So not the end of the world. Still need another 50 auto attacks by the Zul'jin to finish his base level quest. However, still going to be pushing in a lot of pressure here. With this wave, they should have level 20. We do have Brand's Solarian Execute, Radiating Faith, Respect the Elderly, and Force Barrier by Boogan. Those are your level 20s. This is going to be the fight. It could possibly even be for the game, depending on how much people win it here. It'll be the game for if Legal wins. However, if Boogan wins, it would even everything up. The Blessed Shield does go out, does not get the interrupt that they're wanting. There's Respect the Elderly going out. The damage there by the Diva Bomb and the Mosh Pit, just too much to handle. We do have Tom Pierce going in the back line, trying to get as much damage as possible, but taken out nonetheless. This is definitely going to be the objective going to Legal. Are they going to push down bottom lane? Are they going to rotate all the way top lane, as they did soften this up earlier in the match? Looks like they're going to go ahead and take out this fort immediately. There it is. And there's a little bit of damage by the Deckard. 90% still remaining on this protector. 195 of the 200 by the Tassar. So about to complete it. One more Q on the protector, and it is a completed quest. There it is, and that's the extra 200 damage. Looks like they've gone to the middle. We have another 15 seconds before the Boogan is fully up. They have Zul'jin Encore doing a lot of damage. There is the Rainer pushing in, trying to zone them off. Now focusing onto the protector. It is at 35%. The Zul'jin is popping the ultimate. This is going to be a GG. 2-0 domination by Legal against Boogan. Well done. Well played by both teams. The momentum swing was just back and forth each and every single time. It was hard to keep up. Well done by both teams. You can clearly see there that they've practiced, they've scouted, and that's what you get when you do your homework, people. You get great games. Looking at the stats here, we do see 146,000 damage by the Taskar, 0 deaths, 60,000 hero damage, 17,319 in XP contribution. However, the Diva, 4,000 over the Taskar at 21,000 damage. Well done by both teams. I'm just going to quickly see if anyone wants a interview here. Chromie at 49,000 damage. 8 kills to 7, so kills were very, very close. Just the macro advantage and a little bit of early protectors being taken led them to the advantage and eventually the victory. Let's go ahead and reach out to go with Whisper. There we go. Sure, excellent. We are going to be joined here shortly there by BB Smiley. Go ahead into lobby 1. And let's see here. And there he is, the man of the hour, the man who plays Stukov, and my very own Anduin. Welcome, DB Smiley and H2O. How are you guys feeling after that 2-0 domination over a very strong opponent in Boogan Forever?
Feeling good.
Excellent.
Yeah, a lot of we saw these guys last season. They're definitely a lot better this season, so it was tough to get this win. But you know, shout outs to them, but shout outs to our team.
Yes, it looks like you guys definitely did your homework there. I want to talk about your bans here. 2 of the 3 were the same in both maps here. Anna and Orphea. Is that a targeted ban, or you guys just don't like those characters?
Smiley, I think that's
yeah. So non-champion is an absolutely disgusting Orphea player, and Thundercats is an absolutely disgusting Anna player. And we know this because we played against it last season, and it was an unpleasant experience. So yeah, I mean, that's not to say like they're one tricks. They do play other heroes well, but they play especially well on those heroes, and we think they're their 2 best players. So we wanted to get them off those 2 comforts. Excellent.
So did your homework, submitted that project, and got an A. Well done. So let's talk about Dragonshire. You guys got the you guys were able to get the Rexar in the top lane. Were you guys surprised about that? Because usually Rexar on Dragonshire is usually a first ban.
They target banned us.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they
so
just took Rexar.
Excellent. And
well, yeah, I mean, Frag warrants the ban on Sylve pretty much every time, and then you know the other bans they made were very much, you know, good ideas.
Excellent. Excellent. And let's talk about your rotations there. You guys had early pressure, and you guys were able to keep that pressure up. We were able to get to your camps a little bit faster. You had a little bit better wave clear. And let's talk about your Stukov play, DB Smiley. I was incredibly impressed. You guys were able to get a good stun lock combo, and then you had that silence almost every single time on that Mei. Was that something you guys practiced? Is that something you guys were calling out, or what was going on there?
H2O, you want to take that one? Or?
Oh, he asked you specifically.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, you know, Stukov is not a stranger to me. Back in season 5, I was kind of known as a one trick on the hero. I haven't played as much lately, but yeah, I mean, it's credit Coffin. He made really good calls. He made really good decisions when to engage, and really good communication on when he was engaging. I literally just had to hit WED every time, and it was
just
WED, and that was it.
Awesome. Yeah. Excellent. Well, then let's go ahead and move over to Volskaya Foundry. Volskaya Foundry, you guys had a couple of wild exchanges there. I want to talk about, was it the second objective? You guys had an item disadvantage. It was a 5 items to none. And you guys were able to go ahead and take the victory, or not take the victory, take the protector and use that and push to the advantage. Was it, how were the comms like that? Were you guys just like, I don't know how we're winning this, but we're winning it, let's just keep going? Or was this very calculated and calm and...
Yeah, Raynor stepped up too far, and I was behind him with Diva. I just pressed E, and there's nowhere for Raynor to go, and Raynor just dies. At least that's what I saw from my perspective on that fight.
Excellent. Well, yeah, it was an interesting match. Your Zul'jin player was battling out with the Imperius and was barely lost it, and his Imperius walked away with, I think it was sub 20 health. It was a very interesting little exchange there. And then you guys were able to take that, use your advantage, get the global, and then go ahead and win Objective C and all the way to the victory. Did anything surprise you while you were going against Boogan here, or was it something that you guys were practicing, you guys just felt really, really good and felt like you guys were just the dominant team tonight?
I did not expect a Samuro, and it's never fun to play against. So it was just a stressful, unexciting top lane, just him and I battling it out all game for the first one. So credit to Samuro. Everyone hates playing against it. That was no fun for me, and he did a good job. I just lucked out that the rest of my team, the other four, were winning bottom. It made it a little bit easier for me the entire game. So that definitely took me off guard. I hate Samuro.
He's being humble here. He played a really good game. Whenever we had an opportunity, he was able to get top lane. He was patient until we had the opportunity to actually get DK. He wasn't selling out for meaningless caps. Got good XP. H2O we all agreed, MVP tonight.
Oh, well, congratulations, H2O. Well done. So you guys do take this 2-0 domination victory. That does put you tied for first at 9 points. Anyone that you're looking forward to playing later in the season?
I think we played the toughest team already, which is bad. I don't think anyone. I mean, not saying everyone else is bad. I don't think anyone else is as strong as that team was. So, I don't know anyone else. I'm looking forward to exactly playing Lubu. I mean, they've been around. They're fun. They're fun guys. So.
Lubu can break it out. There's some good players on Animaniacs, so they've been struggling early. Boogan was definitely one of the teams that I had circled at the beginning of the season. Death and Delay kind of came out of nowhere. Die Gaming, also got the win, so maybe they're turning it around. It's, I just take it one week at a time. Hey, H2O, who are we playing next week? I need to start scouting.
I have no clue. The first couple teams are great. They reached out right away.
Scalding Sweat Cult. That's the team that we. While they did drop one to Boogan. They're a really good team, and when they're hot, they are very difficult to beat.
Well, we look forward to seeing that matchup. I will give the floor over to you guys if you want any shoutouts. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, I'll start real quick. Shout out to the team. Shout out to Boogan Squad or Boogan wherever they are now. There's so many different Boogans.
Boogan Forever.
Yeah, Boogan Forever. Shout out to you for casting, of course. I know on Thursday there's always lots of games to pick up, so I appreciate casting our game on the odd 8:15 hour time. Yeah.
Stevie Smiley, you have anyone you want to shout out?
I mean, just shout out to the team. Like after you play together for a bit, you can kind of get at each other's threats, and we've certainly been there recently, but I think we've regrouped extremely well.
Excellent. Well done once again. That's a 2-0 domination victory. Well done. Look forward to seeing you in the rest of the season, and good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
See you next week.
All right. Well, that will do it for us today. Congratulations once again to Legal. Bringing that 2-0 domination does tie them with 4-1. I think they're tied for first right now. However, there's a couple other games being played tonight, so we'll see how it shakes up after tonight. Thank you all very much for joining me in this game, and hope you guys have a great evening. I will be raiding over one of our fellow NGS, so stick around and join one of their casts. Thank you once again, and have a great evening.